Joining me now is criminal defense and immigration attorney Alex Ozols. Alex, thanks for being with me.
Thank you very much for having me.
So we have talked about this topic since the initial immigration ban took effect in January. What are you hearing about what's happening on the ground now that we're really in day two, not a full day two, of the immigration ban being back in effect?
So things are changing. Obviously, we haven't heard anything big at the airports or anything yet, but there's a lot of confusion out there. Noted earlier, what happened here is now for parents and spouses, hypothetically, or children, they're going to be able to come into the country. But this is restricting grandparents, and this is restricting step-parents and aunts and uncles and other things like that. So a lot of people don't know what's going on. I mean, hypothetically, this is the Supreme Court saying that a grandmother may be more dangerous or more of a threat to national security than someone's father is. And a lot of these people who have families and relationships and people who've gone on vacation, they don't know what to do now, and they're kind of sitting in limbo and sitting in confusion until this is more further defined.
Have you or your group gotten any calls from clients or potential clients or saying, we don't know what's happening, we're now at a port of entry, and there is some confusion that is not being handled well?
So we've gotten questions. We've gotten questions before people have left and questions from family members here on the ground.
Right. And
what we've told them is this. Just because the law is one way, even if they can legally come in, even if they're a parent or a spouse or a fiance or anything like that, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be easy.
Right.
Now, what the law is doesn't always translate to what happens on the ground.
Which we saw in January.
Exactly, exactly. And these people may be there for hours. They may go into secondary. They may get deported back. They may be forced to sign some sort of a waiver that they claim it is, and then they're going to send them back. So it's really tough because just even if they can come into the country, that doesn't necessarily mean that on the ground they're going to legally get into the country also.
Another point we watch, and you may have heard at the top of your segment here, is that during July 4th week, we may now stop future refugees, more refugees, from coming to America. And that is because we've hit that 50,000, that new 50,000 number cap. What are you hearing and what are you seeing on that? Will the State Department change the number?
I don't think the Department will. I mean, right now, the Trump administration, the State Department, they're trying to do whatever they can to make these more and more restrictive. And right now we have the Supreme Court. It's 5 Republicans, 4 Democrats. And we just heard that Justice Kennedy, he may be retiring, which would give Trump even more control. Every time that a law is now coming up, Trump knows that he has a good chance to restrict that law even more. Then if it goes up to the Supreme Court, they know they have a real fighting chance. So we don't think that number is going to get any higher. We think they're going to try and restrict it as best as they can.
And quickly here, refugee clients, give me a sense of what you're hearing from them, because again, sometime this coming week, no more.
They're scared. I mean, this is a country, the U.S., that should be and should be willing to take people who've been persecuted because of their beliefs or because of their religion somewhere else. I mean, we are a country that has said we are going to help them with this issue. And they're going to be here, and they're going to be free, and they're going to have everything. And these people are now scared because they're being persecuted in their own country because of something they believe in that may be right in the U.S., and now they're not going to be able to get safety in our country because of it. So it's a really tough time for them. They're really scared, and they don't know how to deal with this.
Immigration attorney Alex Ozols there in San Diego, California. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate it.
Thanks so much. Have a good one. All right.